And so in this video, we'll be learning about the percentage bad debt expense using two methods. The percentage and the aging of receivable methods. It is one of the adjusting entries made at the last period of the accounting cycle on December 31, and it is the fifth step of the accounting cycle. So let us start answering the problems here. I have provided a solution. Number 53, Salazar shows the following information on May 31, 2024. And so we have a balance of a accounts receivable of 235. Yan, current asset to. Allowance for doubtful accounts, it is a contra asset account. So ima-minus yung 2,000 sa 235. Pero makita natin na siya, may debit balance siya. Normally, it has a credit balance. Yan. So we have a sales of 1,850. So let us find the bad debt expense of 2% of credit sales. How do we find the credit sales? We minus 1,850 to the cash sales. And we end up the credit sales of 1,402. Yan. Then multiply by 2%. So this is just an estimate or approximation. So how do we get this? This is by past experience of the company na pang the last years, 2% ng mga utang ay hindi nakakolekta. So, yan. So we can also use statistical data here to find the 2%, although it is an advanced topic. And then we get a bad debt expense of 28040. And so this is the journal entry, 28040. We have a 2,000 of a balance, and its normal balance is a credit, so 2,840. When we end up of 2,640, the allowance for doubtful accounts. So how is this disclosed in the balance sheet? And this is a example of a balance sheet. Report form balance sheet, vertical siya. And this is in the AR under the current assets of 433,000. Yan. So net siya. What we mean by net is that we minus the gross amount of accounts receivable minus the ending balance of the allowance for doubtful accounts of 226, and we end up by 28040. And so next problem, 5.4a, aging of receivable methods. And the Stormer company shows the following information on July 31, 2024. And then we are finding the prepared to adjustment to allowance for doubtful accounts or the bad debt expense. So show the solution. So here we plug in the data, and the amounts receivable is this. It is naka-divide siya, depende. So yung 3,000 daw ay outstanding ng 30 days at pagdating ng 400 ay over 90 days. So makita natin na yung estimated uncollectible ay pataas ng pataas habang tumatagal yung outstanding balance nito. Kasi diba normally 30 days yung collection. So ibig sabihin ng over 90 days baka tumakas na yung customer or na-bankrupt na yung customer, wala tayong magagawa na hindi natin siya makakolekta. So percentage again to, this is based on past experience or using statistical tools or computer analysis. Yan. So we multiply this to get the bad debt expense, 3,000 times its percentage of estimated uncollectible, we get 30. Same this and this. And so when we add this for accounts, we get a 300 balance of bad debt expense. And so this is, so hindi katulad dito na yung ano yung bad debt expense natin, yun yung journal entry. Pero dito hindi. Because 300 will be our ending or our target allowance for doubtful accounts. And we have an outstanding balance of 500. So how do we derive on 800? So we need to credit 800 to derive on 300, knowing that allowance for doubtful accounts, its normal balance is a credit. Yan. So 800 minus 500 is equals to 300, our target and allowance for doubtful accounts. So this is the journal entry, 800. And ano yung pagkakaiba? Here, in number 1, the percentage of sales method, the bad debt expense is the journal entry itself. However, here, in aging of accounts method, the allowance for doubtful accounts that we have computed is the end. So we must find the means. Yan. So we minus. Okay, now number 5.4, write-off of bad debts. So on August 1, 2024, Carpet Cleaners wants to write off 4,000. So ibig sabihin nito na sure 100% na hindi na ito makakolekta. Diba mali natin na bankrupt na yung company. ng account receivable na yon, yung customer niya si Good Sleep Hotels. So, write off natin siya. So, we do that by canceling out the accounts receivable, di ba? Yung AR have a normal balance of debit. So, tatanggalin natin siya by crediting it, 4,000. And the allowance for doubtful accounts, yung normal balance niya ay credit. So, i-debit natin siya para matanggal. And this is the journal entry. Yan. So, thank you for watching this video and God bless everyone. Stay tuned.